What's up, everybody? Say hi. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you're a guitar player. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, my name's Jeff. I'm a guitar teacher, guitar player. If you've seen some of my videos, you know. All right, I'm just warming up. I'm just warming up. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. I haven't played much all day, so I'm kind of got to get my fingers moving. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for hanging out. We got some cats in here. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I can't read so good without my glasses. Yeah, cool. We got the Winged Pearl. Good to see you. Nice. All right, well, you guys know I'm a guitar player. Blues rock, baby, that's what I'm talking about. If you know, I'm a guitar player and a guitar teacher, so let me know if you have any guitar-related questions out there and see if I can address them. I also got a free cage system book. Maybe you got it already, I don't know, but you can go to the link in my bio, get a free cage system book. And also, I'm doing a music theory masterclass this coming Saturday, and you can go to the link in my bio, sign up for that. That's gonna be real fun. Get into some stuff, right? Yeah, so let me know what you think, man. Get in there. I like this backing track. So So, beginner guitar, okay. I only know a few chords. That's all right. Good place to start. I listen to songs, but not into rock. Oh, I'm big into rock, man. I love the rock and roll. Yeah, I love the rock and roll. That's kind of my thing, you know. I a little jazz, a little country, blues, you know, a little bit of everything. But, you know, I kind of grew up in the era of rock and roll, you know. C, A minor, D, G minor. Okay. Do you like Iron Maiden? Yeah, I grew up with Iron Maiden. Yeah. I don't know how to play bar chords. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You guys are free to ask me any questions you want. Bar chords are just open chords, and you're using your finger to replace the nut. So like if you take an E chord, you know an E chord, like an open E chord? So you just play it with your last three fingers, and you pretend that your finger is like a capo. So it's still the E chord shape, right? I'm just moving it up. And my first finger is acting as the nut. That's how you play bar chords. So the most common bar chords are the E shape. So you take an E chord, and then you make it with your last three fingers. So you got your first fingers. And you can do that with the A chord. You take an A chord, play it with this finger, move it up like that. There's your bar chords, right? Right? There you go. That's how you make bar chords, right? The nut is this thing right here, this little white thing that the strings go through. So if you think of that as like where your first finger would go, right? Yeah. You have a doubt? What is your doubt? Yeah, of course. Have you made any songs? Yeah, I have some songs. Let me see. Let me pull one up. I never think about doing this, but if you go to Spotify and you go to Jeffery Marshall, which is my name, should be able to hear something. Let's see. One of my songs. Yeah, so that's one of my tunes. I haven't played it in a long time, so it goes. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Right on. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. So that melody is in the harmonic minor. Anyway, yeah, thanks for asking. You know, I got to bone up on those tunes. I haven't played them for so long. I played them years and years ago. I got to relearn them. How am I doing it so fast? Yeah, the flat two. Yeah, that's like a Phrygian dominant sound. Very popular in heavy rock, right? It's kind of like harmonic minor sound, you know? I don't use that so much anymore. I recorded that record like 20 years ago. That's why I don't remember how to play it. I'm going to get tuned up. But yeah, I have to relearn those tunes so I can play them for you guys. I also used to play in a band called Bleeding Harp, which was like a blues rock band out in Los Angeles. You can find some of that music. I wrote all that music. You can find that on Spotify too, yeah. Yeah, flat 2, flat 7. Yeah. It's got kind of that diminished sound. You know, that kind of like, it's a little bit of Yngwie-ish, you know. So what it really is G harmonic minor. So that kind of sound, right? Yeah, so let me know if you guys have any guitar related questions, you know. Like I said, I do have a free handout. It's a Cage System ebook. You can go to the link in my bio. And when you download it, it's free. When you download it, I get a little notification, so I'll give you a shout out when you download it, all right? I want to show you that lick. I'll show you that lick. This is from the diminished scale, right? So I'm thinking, let's see, I can do it over this E chord here. So I'll show you that lick. It's like here's E here, right? So on this string you have a half step and a whole step. And you have the same thing on the G string. So I'm going. And then I'm going up, and on the B string I'm playing a whole step and a half step. And the same thing on the D string. So I'm rusty. I need to practice. I haven't practiced much lately. I don't know any of that stuff. Stradivarius, I don't know that stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of a jammer, man. Jammer. Let me know it. I'm not a huge Paul Gilbert fan, to be honest with you. I always thought Paul Gilbert he's a nice guy. I've met him before a number of times, but his music is a little too stiff for me. I like stuff that's a little greasier, you know what I mean? But I think he's great. He's amazing. I have nowhere near the chops of Paul Gilbert, that's for sure. He's amazing. But I've never really been my favorite, though, you know what I mean? All right, I got to say hi to everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out here, but I've heard of the Youngblood guy, but I'm not sure. Have you heard of Youngblood? Yeah, I've heard of him just recently with the Ozzy thing. I don't know any Zappa. Sorry, man. Whitesnake, I just played it. Yeah, Stradivarius. Okay, so yeah, I don't know any Cream, man, but I mostly like to come on here and try to, give some tips and some pointers and some fun things for other guitar players. So I don't really do like requests or anything. So, let me know if you have any like, playing questions. If you're a player, like, like I said, I've got a free Cage System ebook. Yeah, it's a Les Paul standard. I'm also doing a music theory masterclass via Zoom on Saturday, and you can sign up for that with the link in my bio, right? It's a music theory masterclass. It's for people, if you want to kind of learn how things work in music, that you can apply to the guitar. It comes with the ebook. You can sign up with the link in my bio. It'll be about an hour and a half via Zoom. It's great. I've done it before, and it's really great, and I had a lot of good times with some of the people that were there. So get in there. What's up, Roy? What's up, Roy? Thanks for the shout out. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. We got like 50 people in here. It's a good one. Let me know if you have any guitar questions. Like I said, I'm just getting warmed up. I haven't played much lately, so I gotta get my act together. I do one-on-one lessons for sure, and you can also go to the link in my bio. You can schedule a lesson right there with me. I teach for GIT, Guitar Institute of Technology. Been teaching for them for 20 years now, 2006 when I started. I also have about 8 courses on TrueFire that you can check out too. I have a Patreon. I've got memberships here on YouTube, all kinds of ways that you can learn some fun stuff. Most of the stuff I put out there is just pretty, simple, fun stuff to learn. But if you really want to go deep, you got to attend one of my classes or something. Then I can go real deep and we can get into it. You know what I mean? Have you been teaching one-on-one lessons? Yeah. Any tips? Practice. See if you can guess this one. Anybody guess that one? Let's see. I haven't played that one for a while. Any tips for fellow teachers? I teach at Guitar Center currently. Would you focus on teaching certain songs or theory, or it just seems a lot of it does seem to depend on the student for sure. I always try to bake in a little bit of everything. I try to find what their interest is, because that way it'll keep them inspired. You know what I mean? But then also, you know, try to mix in a little bit of theory and, you know, some exercises and things like that. But I try to do it within their frame of interest, so it keeps them motivated, you know. They yours, or are you copying someone else? What's that? Are they yours, or are you copying someone else's? Someone else's what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I would say use songs to teach and theory. Yeah. You know, find out what they're interested in and see how you can bake in things to that subject. You know what I mean? Especially for younger students. You know, older students, I might go a little bit deeper with some things. You know what I mean? Soul vibe. Yeah. I don't know any Rival Sons. They're cool. Yeah, I'm like over bending and all kinds of stuff. I haven't practiced in a while. My bad. I need to practice before I get on here, I guess. You know? Band or no? Too many people could pose with the chips. Something like, oh man, I can't read small stuff here. Band or no? Too many people could pose with chips. Stick shift. I don't know that one. Yeah, I do a lot of hybrid picking. It's kind of baked into my playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I try to work on a little bit of everything. Alternate picking, you know. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Chicken picking, man, yeah. The varying techniques keep your improv consistently fresh. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like to try to pick notes that might bend your ear a little bit from time to time. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll show you a lick, or I'll show you an idea. So let's say you're playing over E minor. E minor and G major are very similar, right? So here's a G major triad. And then a whole step down, F major would be here. So these are triads and whole steps. You know what I mean? That's really fun. I'm not very good at Holsworth stuff, man. I know some of Holsworth tricks, I just can't play like him. You know what I mean? Holsworth used to do a lot of these symmetrical patterns like this. But those kind of patterns, you know, are like a diminished scale. Like, so, yeah, I can't play like him. I know some of his stuff, though. Eric Johnson. I haven't played that for a long time, man. Any tips for improving alternate picking? Yeah. How often do I play on stage? I did about 100 shows last year. I toured with a guy. We were on the road a lot last year. I was out all the time. And this year we'll probably be busy too. So I average about 100 shows a year. And I'm almost 60 years old, but I still do it, man. I love it. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Yeah, I've been playing and teaching for many years, but I have weak areas. Don't know melodic minor, should I? Don't play slide. I do play slide. I got a slide right here. This is a brand new one. It's coming right out of the case, you know. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, and I know melodic minor. You could play melodic minor. That's melodic minor. Yeah. Man, you guys are firing away at me. I appreciate it. It's hard for me to keep up. How do I play with people? Oh, improving alternate picking. One of the things about alternate picking, there's a few things that I would suggest, is you got to get used to, if you're talking about for speed, to get faster, you got to figure out how you're going to cross from one string to the next. I try to always do outside picking. It doesn't always work out, but that means when I leave this string, I do an upstroke, and this stroke, and this one is a downstroke. That's outside picking. And when if you do it the other way, that's called inside picking. I don't like that as much, but sometimes you can't help it. And then you just got to get used to, especially you want to go fast, you got to get used to the pick. You got to get used to that feeling of the pick like that. You know what I mean? That's really important. Wow, hard to keep up with you guys here. Yeah, slide. You know what I mean? Man, I haven't. The key to playing slide is blocking notes, right, with your right hand. So whether you play with your fingers or a pick or both, you got to get used to it. And then you got to get used to intonation too, you know. I use vibrato a lot to kind of help with my intonation. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fun. I use slide. You know, the thing is I never really practice slide. I don't consider myself a slide player, but it's certainly helped me to get gigs, man. So if you can learn a little slide, it will help you out there in the real world. You know what I mean? Yeah. So reminder, go to the link in my bio. There's a free ebook I'm giving out on the cage system. I'm going to do some webinars on it pretty soon. I am doing a webinar this weekend, Saturday. Music theory. It comes with a free ebook. You can go to the link in my bio and sign up, reserve a seat, and we'll get into some deep waters. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I can't really get too deep on here, but you know. Yeah, I just play in standard tuning. You know, I just play like on my regular electric with standard tuning. You know what I mean? That's just how I learned back when I was a kid, you know. Getting warmed up. See what this sounds like. can't keep up with you guys. I don't know any White Lion licks, sorry. I'm old, man. I grew up with Led Zeppelin and Gary Moore and Randy Rhoads and those guys. So that's kind of more my time, my era. You know what I mean? But yeah. But lately I've been teaching a lot. So I like to get on here and show some licks and stuff. Let's try to find something fun. Boo. This is a fun one. Queen? Yeah, right on. The Dorian Sharp 4, right on. Yeah, I could use that here. Let's check it out. Some Dorian Sharp 4. What's up, man? I'd say hi. I'm going to say hi. I can't pronounce your name. You know what I mean? Ireland! Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here, man. I got stuff to do, but I wanted to say hi. Remind you guys, go get your free Caged System ebook. Link is in my bio. And sign up for my music theory class coming this Saturday. It's cheap, man. It's going to be a small fee, but it's cheap for the amount of information you're going to get. It's insane, right? The strength in numbers. So few people sign up, makes it worth my while, makes it worth your while. And together we can learn some stuff, all right? Other than that, I got to roll. I'll see you next time.